Hi, Jen Elledge here, sexual health expert, here to help you talk to your kids about sex and growing up. Here with an amazing new book review. This is by Rebel Girls, which if you've never heard of their books and you have a daughter, go check them out because they're amazing. But they actually made a growing up powerful guide, and it's a really comprehensive book that touches on a lot of different body things and emotions and different situations that a young girl might find herself in and how to handle those things. A bold, big-hearted guide to girlhood is what it says on the back. It uses different experts to address different subjects in here, but so comprehensive. This reminds me a lot of The Care and Keeping of You by American Girl, except by Rebel Girls. So it's like another version, much thicker book than the American Girl book. So this might be something for like your middle schooler. This would be a great book for a middle schooler, okay? So here are the table of contents. You can see the first few chapters there. So it talks about the brain and feelings first, and then it gets into the body. So there is a section on puberty on page 80 is when the body section starts, and so it does talk a little bit about puberty. Here's more of the table of contents. So things like, so chapter 3 talks about family and disagreements and just common struggles that like people might have happen. There's also a section on being stronger together about friends and teammates and even crushes. There's a section on crushes and peer pressure. In chapter 5, I Can Make the World a Better Place, which is great. So talks about handling scary news and making your voice heard and things like that. Okay, so the whole book looks like about 287 pages, but it's very colorful. It's an easy, fun read. Lots of great illustrations and things like that. Okay, so I did bookmark a few pages. Of course, I'm going to go to the puberty section first. Okay, so it says get ready for puberty. So it starts about like you're changing shape. It talks about breasts. Here's some of the illustrations of different body shapes and sizes and colors, which is fantastic. It talks about your first pimple, smelling different, hair in new places. It even talks about discharge. So with the period, it goes into different products, PMS. There's maybe like 20 pages on puberty. Okay, so 20 pages on puberty. And the tone of the book is great. It's just it's casual and fun. And a great book if you're looking for something for maybe 11, 12-year-old girl, something around there. I think would be a good book for her. It also talks about, when it talks about crushes, there's a little section, it's called More Than Friends. So it talks about crushes, and it also talks about orientation here. So when it's talking about like who you think's cute or have crushes on, that can indicate sometimes your orientation. So it kind of explains that, and then it gets into some basic orientations here and really simple definitions for them, which is great. The peer pressure, it says just because they're doing something doesn't mean you have to. And it talks about your first school dance, how appropriate. So many fun things. And like I said, I love the tone of the book. Let me just read the back and then we'll go ahead and end the book review, okay? Growing up in today's world is exciting and overwhelming. At the same time, there's the thrilling stuff like making friends, discovering your superpowers, and finding your voice. Then there are the not so fun parts, body changes, school stress, and totally understandable school anxiety. It's enough to make your head spin. That's where we come in. This guidebook has the inside scoop on all the things girlhood and gives you the tools you need to become your most confident self. So go get this book. It's fantastic. You can order it here on Amazon. The link is below. And thank you so much. Again, Jen Elledge here to help you talk to your kids about sex and growing up. And I'll see you in the next book review. Bye-bye.